Okay, so let's see. Do we have I'm gonna make sure I'm kind of going in the right order. So you get kind of back into it, and then is Kill Tony kind of like your first
Yeah,
big
so I
show?
got back into it, and then lockdown, the world shut down, and I went back home to my dad's house in the countryside, and then I that year got pregnant because I didn't social distance.
Oh, but
And ma-
she's so cute.
I know, and masks weren't the only thing I didn't make people wear. So I had a baby, and that sort of took me out a bit as well. And now it's just been, and then I turfed out loud, on Facebook when my baby was 5 weeks old because I was just so over it. And I was swimming in all these postnatal hormones. I'd had a girl, and I was like, women have babies and men don't. And then my whole world fell apart. Like all the comedians with the blue tick who I'd known since I was 12 unfollowed me. And I heard someone call it soft cancellation the other day, and I was like, oh, that term is
Mm.
perfect because you're just blacklisted, but it's not official, and it's so much worse than what's happened to me the other day, which was getting properly officially cancelled because now I've got a spotlight on me a little bit, and it's been helpful. But when you're soft cancelled, and that's the case of so
Yes.
many people, they just disappear into obscurity. It destroys your confidence. You don't know, like
Mhm.
I was PTSD. I didn't know who was my friend and who wasn't. People smiling at me on the street, but then never inviting me to a gig again or never giving me a gig again. So that certainly
Wow. We went through, like, the exact same shit, Biddy.
right.
I o over a period of, like it was a few waves of it, but yeah, kinda soft canceled, meaning, like, the whole sort of community or people you worked with turn their backs on you or disapprove of, like, I don't know, I was an out Trump voter. I went to January 6th to do interviews. I, like, just, became a right winger, and, all that together kind of
And then
doesn't
once you
really jive with, like, the New York City comedy scene. You kinda have to be a liberal, you have to if you wanna kinda get mainstream success. That used to be the way.
mm,
It's a little bit different now. I mean, and obviously at the end of the day, if you're a mega talent like Shane Gillis or Tim Dillon, like, it doesn't matter what your politics are, like, you're gonna bust through.
yeah,
So
yeah. Oh, I can't remember what I was going to say. Anyway,
soft canceling,
soft canceling.
hard canceling,
Yeah,
being an
so
out Trump voter.
you don't know, like you don't get a letter saying you're out. You just feel it, and you sort of start to question everything. And they're nice to your face, but they're not giving you gigs, and it's so brutal and so psychologically terrifying. So then that happened, and then so I sort of thought, because every gig's my last gig, but I thought this gig I did last November was going to be one of my last ones. I finally had figured out how to make the trans issue funny, or so I thought. So did some of the audience think. And I filmed it, and yeah, sure enough, the venue got a complaint, and they said, please don't use that footage because it's got our sign in the background. And I wasn't going to use the footage. I just wanted to film what I thought was going to be my last gig. And
What venue was this?
this was the Cranker, the Crown and Anchor, the one that cancelled me a couple of weeks
Oh
ago.
my so they said you can't post your footage anywhere that you took that you're allowed to take because you
Their
said a joke
sign,
they don't like.
yeah, if their sign was in the background, and it was so, you know, and it takes a while to polish material. This was the first time I'd done that material, so I wasn't going to put that online.
Right.
And then I just, because at this stage I still wasn't actively trying to do comedy. It was just when the Cranker guy asked me to do a spot, I would write something and get up and do it, and I'd get a gig every couple of months. And then I went to Nashville last year to try and get a job with the Daily Wire. I was friends with the producer. I'd emailed him because I went to film school, and I've also been soft cancelled from the film industry in Australia. I
How?
well, I just don't get gigs. I know all the right people, and I just don't get the.
Just from your spicy takes?
I think so. Like last year, I had a part in a show, and then a week or so before, they said, "Oh, we've recast," or the characters changed. It's just like, I reckon this is because of my social media presence and that I won't back down. Like they don't want me on their program.
Wow.
They can't prove any of that, so it's just a bit like,
What part was it?
I was just a small part in a comedy show, but I know all the right, like I know all these people. It's sort of
Right, you
weird.
have the connections. Also,
And I've got the talent. Well, sometimes you stuff up an audition, but yeah, I've got the connection. So it's just like, what is happening? But the Australian version of The Office has come out
Mhm.
here, and it looks really bad. And I joked on TV the other day when I was getting interviewed. I was like, well, one perk of being a TERF is you don't get cast in the Australian version of The Office. Because
Oh man.
they had an opportunity to tease wokeness and they're not doing it. It's actually woke. Can you imagine The Office being woke? It's just crazy.
No, that's gonna be painfully unfunny. Wow, so you get kind of you get soft canceled. And
And I
I
go
don't
to
know, I guess
you go.
oh sorry,
Sorry.
go.
I was saying, I was finishing that story. So I went to Nashville to try and get a job with the Daily Wire because they were making movies and I've got a film degree and I love acting and all that stuff. And I was like, well, they're not going to not hire me on the basis of my belief that a woman is an adult human female. But they couldn't hire me. And while I was in America, my friend said, go to Austin and do, comedy. And I did. And I still hadn't got the bug back, if that makes sense. And then I did Joe
Mhm.
Rogan's open mic. I lined up and I got on the open mic and it was just like, oh my goodness, I never want to stop.
Wow, and
And
that was Kill Tony, right?
that was the open mic. And then I signed up for Kill Tony. My friend said you should do Kill Tony. And I hadn't really seen Kill Tony. I'd seen clips of it and I'd only ever seen terrible, terrible people. So I thought, you think I'm that bad?
Oh,
On this show where they just destroy people who are bad at comedy. But then I kind of understood what it was and I did it and it was great. And then had to come back to Australia and I did the open mic every week. So I went from last year doing one gig every 2-3 months to getting up every Monday. So that, because
good.
after that, I was just like, don't stop. Because you know how you lose it if you even have a little break?
Yeah. Yeah, you get a little, like, mushy.
Yeah, it's like going to the gym. You
Yeah,
got to keep going.
definitely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play hold on, I was just looking for your clip from Kill Tony. Very exciting, though. Wowie, wowie, wow, let's see.
To your next comedian, Biddy O'Loughlin.
Laughlin? Have I been saying it wrong this whole time?
No, he said it wrong. It's so funny, though, that people pronounce our name, my mum and I, Oloughlin.
Laughlin, there's no F anywhere.
I know.
It's Lachlan, like Sarah McLachlan.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway.
I will remember. And when was this? This was
Early
last year?
March. It came out in April.
Oh, this year.
One more time, everybody, for Biddy O'Loughlin, everyone. Make some noise for Biddy, everyone. 60 seconds uninterrupted.
Hi. Hi, my name's Biddy. I'm from Australia and my pronouns are fuck off.
How did you prepare for this?
Well, my friend who said I should do it, he was like, just do all your best bits, do the one line, do the gold. So I just went through all my material and the second joke I do here was brand new. I'd never done it on stage.
Ooh, that's the best.
I do that on Kill Tony because nobody really got it because you guys don't say pissed as in. Do you say
Pissed
drunk?
pissed off, but you mean like pissed like drunk?
I meant both. I said I don't drink anymore. My Irish ancestors are pissed and they're pissed.
They're stupid.
Joke
They didn't
I
get
wrote
that.
day or something. But the other jokes were just the best lines I had in the last year and a half, I guess.
No, that's awesome.
I'm Irish Australian and I don't drink anymore, so my ancestors are pissed. And they're pissed.
Oh, that deserved more. Oh, stupid.
I thought I was gonna die.
Stupid Texas audience. Fuck them.
I'm a single mom. I didn't find out the sex of my baby when I was pregnant, but I was kind of hoping for a miscarriage.
You know why Austin laughed loudly at that? Because like Austin's like a liberal city. And yeah, it's interesting. Well, you'll find like where, depending on where you are, the different reactions you get from the crowd.
At 20 weeks, I was convinced I was having a boy because I was sitting on the couch still waiting for him to make a move.
Aw, that's cute.
And
Aw.
at 10 weeks, I didn't get that test to find out if my baby had Down syndrome because I didn't care. I would have raised it. If my kid had an extra chromosome, I would have taught it to say funny things.
Aw.
Like when people say, we met before, they could go, nah, I've just got one of those faces.
That's cute.
I had a
And then did they have you come back and do songs? Or
Yeah,
was
in
that
the
the same
interview.
set? Oh,
I
okay.
didn't hear the little cat go there. That's the time to wrap it up cat sound. But I didn't hear it
Yeah.
because they were laughing too hard. So I kept going, and I didn't go overtime, but I just wish it. It's so weird when you're up there. I couldn't hear anything because the blood
No,
is.
you probably can't see anything either because the lights are in your face.
And yeah, it was pretty wild. And then we just started the interview, and this is why I wish I'd seen the show in its entirety before I did it, because I would have known that he would have found out that I was a singer, and he would have asked me to sing, which is what happened, and it was so awkward because
beautiful girl, and I called her Dolly because she likes singing and boobs.
Aw.
Her first word was dada. I was like, where?
That's cute.
I would.
There you go. All the time.
Oh, no, you did great. Oh, that's great. Wow.
Thank
Yeah, it's such high stakes, even to like, they really eviscerate people who bomb, which is part of the entertainment of it.
yeah, it's like the what do you call it, the Coliseum or something.
Hmm.
But it's kind of good that I didn't know what it was. Like I just went out there like, I'm just gonna do my best bits and
That's
see
the
what.
way to do it, and not be intimidated by them or be like, oh my God, to be.
Dom
kind of
Herrera was on the
starstruck.
panel. Dom Herrera was on the panel, and I'd actually met him before, but I didn't want to say it because I knew he wouldn't remember me. But he was friends with my mum at the Melbourne Comedy Festival, and he said
Oh, right.
to my little brother once, he was like, I just want you to not take how your mother's raising you personally. Anyway.
And it's
Like,
also kind of good. Like you could have, I don't know, pulled out the mom card a bit, and it sounds like you don't do that at all.
I didn't do it on that. I don't know why. Something in me. So Tony said, why'd you have this long break from stand-up? And instead of saying like that it was because of mum, I said another reason, which was also true because I kept falling into bed with comedians and I developed alcoholism, and it was just so there were a couple of reasons why I walked away from it, but one of them was mum and the other one was that, and I went with that for that interview. And I'm kind of glad because I just wanted to stand on my own 2 feet, and it's a big.
Well, also
Sure.
that's a shorter answer. Like if you're just like, oh, I was hooking up with too many comedians, or like, and everybody understands, drinking or giving up drinking. I mean, that's part of doing comedy. But if you get into the whole like your relationship with your mom and feelings of competitiveness, like that's. Do you really want to get that deep on stage at Kill Tony? Probably not.
Probably not. But yeah, so Dom might have asked about her. He may or may not have. He may or may not even remember her, but she remembers him.
Did your mom see your Kill Tony? Like, what did she think?
She was pretty in awe of it. Like, I don't think she knew what the show was so much, but she shared about it, and she was pretty proud.
Oh,
So
so
that's nice.
sounds like you guys are, I don't know, making headway. I don't know. I don't think she should feel competitive.
No, and I wonder how much of my own stuff I'm projecting onto her there. You know what I mean? Like maybe I should just go for it and not overly worry about what her reaction will be because she's my mom.
You should just go for it. Do not be creatively stifled. And I think if she understood that that's how you really, she would not want you to feel that way. She'd be like, spread your wings, go for it. Like, because you're not going to see what you're able to fully become unless you really give it your all. And if you're just going like half measured, just put your foot on the gas. Like, why not? And if it doesn't work out, at least you know, okay, this is the version of me that's going all the way for it.
Yeah.
Love you guys. Thank you for the chats. Thank you for the comments. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Bye. All right. Love you guys. God, I don't even want to leave. This candle smells so good. I don't want to leave. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye. Love you all. Join the Discord. Feet. Love you all. Wow. You guys are awesome. Love you, get it. Bye, guys. Bye. Now I'm really leaving. Love you. Bye.